expanding 20x plus 420, or in other words 86 times 2, which would be 172, add a 0. Now, going back to your question, how many digits are there behind the decimal point? There's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, that's where your decimal point goes. 1.72. Move your decimal point again, 2 spots for both. So 14 divided by 4. How many 4s in 14? Well, there's 3 4s in 12 and 2 out of 4 left over. 2 over 4 is the same as a half, so 3.5. If x is 50, 50 on 10 is 5. Oops, sorry. And 5 eighths are 40. 40 divided by 8 is 5. Alright, coming down to step 2, still not using a calculator for this one. Alright, minus 3, minus 4, minus 7. 198 over 100, which is the same as 1.98. So that's the 6%. It says increase 33 by 6%. So 33 plus 1.98 equals 34.98. Right, simplifying. 6 minus 1 minus 5 minus 5x. 36x. Division, so subtract the powers. A squared expanding 20x plus 4 lots of 5, 20. Minus 15x minus 3. Factorising. The biggest number that fits into both is 2. Take a 2 out the front. 2 times 3x gets you back to 6x. And 2 times 4 gets you back to 8. Biggest number that fits into both, 11. Minus 2 times 11 is minus 22 plus x. 11 times x is 11x. You could also see that written like this. Alright, let's substitute x in. 5 times 6 is 30, minus 16, that's 14. 5 lots of 3 take 1, well 3 take 1 is 2, that's 5 lots of 2, which is 10. 2 lots of negative 4 minus 1, that's minus 8 minus 1, minus 9. Minus 4, lots of 3 on 7, minus 2. Okay, minus 4 times 3 is minus 12 on 7, minus 2. It'd be nice if we had a common denominator, so let's make one. So that's the same as minus 12 on 7 minus 14 on 7, which is minus 12, minus 14, minus 26 on 7. All right, solve the following. Take the 5 across to the other side. So you'll have 9x equals 59 minus 5, 54. 9 times something is 54. X has to be 6. 9 sixes are 54. Invisibly, there's a little times in between. So the opposite of timesing is dividing. 14 divided by 7 equals x minus 1. That's 2. So something minus 1 equals 2. X has to be 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. All right, bring your x's together. 6x take 5x equals minus 4 plus 8. When your terms cross the equal sign, they become the opposite. X equals minus 4 plus 8, that's 4. And 11 on 3 plus 4 equals x. All right, with question 21, you're looking for when x is 0. So sub that in, y equals 2 lots of 0 plus 3, must just be 3. When y is 0, 0 equals 2x plus 3, minus 3 equals 2x. All right, sketching the graph of y equals 2x plus 3. Well, we've just gone and found our intercepts, so let's graph them. 0, 3 is up here, and minus 3 on 2, that's minus 1.5. 0 is here. And it says label the axis intercepts. The points below satisfy a linear relationship. Complete the table and rule below. Why don't we consider because it's linear, that means that each of these terms will be the same distance apart. Because it's constant, it's a straight line. So let's look at our number line and think about the distance between 22 and minus 6. So here's 0. All right, well, there's 22 units here and 6 units here. So in total, there's 28. So we need to divide 28 by 4. So we've got plus 7, plus 7, plus 7, plus 7. Let's see if this could work. Minus 6 plus 7 is 1. 8, 15, 15 plus 7 is 22. Wonderful. So now we're looking for our rule. So we've got y equals 7 x plus 1. Good, let's test that. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Good. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 1 is 15. Yes, good, that works. All right, coming down to step 3. 22 units here and 6 units here, so in total there's 28. BH, base times the perpendicular height. Your base is 19.6, your perpendicular height is 7.8. So you can use a calculator for this step. And it says to the nearest whole number. So 153 square millimeters is the nearest whole number. Right, if you want the radius and you're given the diameter, you need to divide it in half. .6. All right, circumference equals pi d, pi times diameter. .04 to 2 decimal places. And the area, that's pi r squared. Pi times 8.6 squared equals 232.35. I need to put in my units, square centimeters, and this one is just centimeters. State the size of theta. Well, theta also equals 108 degrees, as does our next value. And these two angles we call alternate angles. We will be having a look at that in our next topic, after area, volume, and Pythagoras. All right, the probability of D. Well, D happens in this row here. So in total, we have 8 on 27. Now the probability of C and D, let's use a different colour, would just be 4 on 27 when C and D happen at the same time. Right, here's our Venn diagram. Probability of C. Well, C happens here and here. So we've got 19 on, how many in total? 19, 22, 22, 23. And the probability of not D. Okay, using a different colour. Not D is this one, and not D is also this one. So 8 on 23. All right, the median. The median is the middle number. That means you need to put the data set in order from smallest to largest. So 2, 3, 4, 6, 6. You cross off until you find the middle number. 4 is the median. To find the mean, you add them all together and divide by how many there are. So 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 divided by 5, because that's how many numbers there are. That would be 5, 15, 21 on 5, which is 4.2. The mode is the most common, that's 6. And the range, the highest score minus the lowest score.